Long ago, in a village near the edge of a vast and shadowy forest, there lived a skilled hunter named Obasi. Obasi was known throughout the neighboring lands for his sharp eyes, silent feet, and his loyal hunting dogs. Fierce beasts, with eyes like glowing embers and teeth as sharp as thorns from the acacia tree. Obasi was brave, yes, but he was also proud. He feared no man or beast, and some whispered that he even walked where spirits dared not tread. Every morning, Obasi would whistle to his dogs, sling his bow over his shoulder, and disappear into the forest. Every evening, he returned with meat for his family, hides for the tanners, and stories for the village fireside. But then comes season when things began to change. One morning, Obasi ventured deeper than ever before into a part of the forest the elders called Ikurunchi, the forest of spirits. The trees there grew twisted and tall, whispering among themselves in voices no man could understand. As the sun hung low and the shadows thickened, Obasi heard the strange sound of singing, not a bird's song, but the cracked, creaking tune of an old woman who whispered, Obasi the hunter, brave and proud. You come with dogs, your head unbowed, but deep in these woods, no courage will last, when the ghost of the trees drags you to the past. He turned, and there she stood, a hunched, wrinkled old woman, her skin pale like ash, with hollow eyes that bled shadows. Her mouth was a thin black line, and her feet did not touch the ground. Obasi shouted, knocked an arrow, and let it fly. But the arrow passed through her like smoke. His dogs barked and lunged, but when they reached her, they whimpered and retreated, tails between their legs. The woman laughed, a dry, windless sound, and vanished into the trees. Obasi returned home, silent and shaken. The next day, determined to prove himself, Obasi returned to the same path. His dogs were reluctant, growling low as they crossed into Ikurunchi, but they followed. Again, as twilight approached, the singing returned. Obasi the hunter, don't you learn? The forest is old, and you are young. The spirits remember, even if you forget, you trespassed once. Now, pay your debt. The ghost woman appeared, closer this time. Her eyes burned like cold fire. This time she raised a bony hand and pointed at Obasi. His legs froze. His breath caught. He could not move, not even to blink. But one of his dogs, Unquo, the eldest, leapt between them and barked so loud it shook the trees. The woman hissed and disappeared again. Obasi collapsed to the ground and did not hunt for 3 days. On the 4th day, he went to the village elder, Mama Izzy, who was older than any tree and wiser than the river's flow. He told her everything. She stirred her calabash of herbs and said, long ago, before you were born, your father hunted in that forest. He killed a sacred gazelle, the protector of the grove. The spirits cursed him. The ghost woman is Udu, guardian of Ikurunchi. She cannot touch you, but she can haunt you. The curse follows blood. You must make peace, or fight her with a spirit stronger than hers. What spirit? Obasi asked. Your dogs, she said, if they still love you. Obasi fasted. He anointed his dogs with palm oil and ashes, chanting the ancient names of their ancestors. He entered the forest one last time, not with pride, but with humility. As darkness fell, the ghost returned. This time, she did not sing. She screamed. The air turned cold. The trees bent away. Her shadow stretched like a claw. But the dogs, all 4 of them, stood firm. They circled Obasi, growling deep. Then they leapt. Inquo bit the ghost's leg. Ola tore at her arm. Duma leapt at her throat, and Efe barked a single wordless cry that shattered the silence of the forest. The ghost howled, trashed and began to fade, her ashes scattered on the wind, swallowed by the roots of the ancient trees. And then it was quiet. Obasi returned to the village, not as a hunter, but as a man who had learned respect for the forest, for the spirits, and for the bond between man and beast. From that day on, no one hunted in Ikuru Nuchi. It was left as a sacred grove, and Obasi became a teacher, carving his story by the fire. Courage is not pride, he would say, and the dead do not forget. Moral of the story is that pride without respect leads to danger. The bond between human and animal is sacred. The past has power. Honor it or be haunted by it. If you enjoyed this tale, please like, subscribe, and share this video.